L3 and L4 peoples. So they can do the operation, they can do the design and understand the products. And gradually I shift my job more about the consulting and training, and I'm just doing right now in the full time. Okay. So this is how my career and what I am doing right now. Okay.
So
So if
right now you just focus on training. You don't work in any company anymore.
no, we have the projects also. That's why I tell no. I have the projects. I have a lot of clients from the US. Almost, I have a 15-member team which I am
Okay.
managing in this company, and they are the complete tech team. So they are working as a L2, L3, and L4 level under me, and they're designing the corporate infrastructure. Let's suppose you're any company want to outsource their business to just design their infrastructure. So we are here to help them. So in my supervision, it's happening here. So not only trainings, the project is also because we're getting a lot of requirements, right? So firewall
Wow. Yeah.
solution, they have some Zscaler requirement, they have some kind of the Prisma, SASE, Palo Alto. So we just provide the trainings plus installation plus supports as well. And most important for you, don't hesitate to ask any questions, okay? If you have the doubt for the CCNA, you want to recap. If you have doubt in CCNP, you want to recap during the learning. CCI, if you want to recap. If you have any doubt in the Palo Alto, might be I'm not going to cover everything, but if you want to just get some insight, why it is happening, how it is different than this particular product, just ask me. I will answer that. I will try my best. Make sense?
Yeah. I know I'll be asking foolish questions.
Yeah, no worry. Absolutely fine. Their foolish questions are always good to ask. Not asking a question is always bad for me and you as well, because that's not creativity is going to come in a picture and not good learning is going to be on plate, right? So we have to try
Okay.
always ask the questions. Now,
Thank you.
very favorite color, and why this color? Because you can see Zscaler also love this color. So
Yeah.
this is a Zscaler, right? So you have to understand what is Zscaler. Sorry, let me write correctly. Some spelling mistake is here. So the very first question, whenever you want to start the training, learning, and study for the G skill, that first question you come in your mind, what is G skiller and why we need that? Anything you have in your mind?
I just know Zscaler is one of the cloud platform, security platform. Um,
Okay. So, okay, that's absolutely fine. That's the security platform, cloud platform. Then how it's differ than other platform like Palo Alto, FortiGate, Cisco SA? Why this come in a picture? What was the need actually? So any product is going to come in a market. Let's suppose there is a car. So there is solving the problem to just travel from one location to another location, give the luxury feel. If there is a plane, right? That's solving the problem. You can just travel from one country to another country in the short period of time. There is a
yes.
ship, right?
Yep.
They're solving the problem. They're carrying the high capacity of the luggage between the two countries. Means they are doing the lot of parcel stuffs. So what was the actual need? Why Zscaler become so popular and everyone is talking about that? Still, we have the different kind of security products in the market. That we have to understand. So we have to understand the problems, and then we have to understand the products, and then we have to talk about how it's work. So any idea you have what is a Zscaler, what problem it solve, and why it's become very popular?
Yeah, I feel like it's as a result of comfortability where you can work at anywhere using
Mm,
Zscaler, like you carry security everywhere you go.
work from anywhere, right?
Work from anywhere while being secured.
While we am secure. Very nice. Work from anywhere while setting. So the most challenging part, the hybrid work culture, right?
Yes.
And this was the become very challenging during the COVID-19. Before that COVID-19, everything was going good. Even the firewall was doing great. Your VPN was doing great. The firewall is like your internal security. VPN was for the remote access. Make sense?
Yes.
That VPN might be, you are going to talk about the Cisco AnyConnect. That was the most popular. We have the Palo Alto Global Protect GP, and we have the FortiGate. That is the Forti Client FC. So there are a lot of VPNs was there, and those all are solving your problem. If you're working from home, that you can solve in the problem. But the problem was before 2019, almost 70-80% workforce was working from where?
The office.
Office, right? And only 10-20% are working from home, yeah, working from anywhere. That was situation, right? But when the COVID was happened, almost 99% workforce start working from where?
Home.
Working from anywhere or home, right? So that
Yes.
was the reverse the situation. When you
Okay.
reverse the situation, the infra was, the remote VPN was not that much capable to handle that much workforce to just, provide a day-to-day operation, seamless functions. Even we can do that, but it added a lot of complexity. Complexity and also the cost. Means you have to deploy a lot of engineers, you have to deploy a lot of firewalls, you have to do a lot of VPN configuration, you have to make a lot of cluster. So it's keep adding a lot of complexity, a lot of you have the scalability, so a lot of cost is going to be involved. Then Zscaler thoughts, can we expand our business? They were in the very, old in the business. But what they are doing?
Okay.
Initially, it's not like only COVID-19 they come in a picture. No, it's not a case. If I talk about the Zscaler was the company who is dealing in the network security since many years. So if you just go here, it founded, I think 2012, you can see. So this was the company founded in the 2012, right? So, sorry, 2007, it was the founded by
7.
the,
Yeah.
yeah, 7 it was founded by J. Chaudhary, and then it start doing this, a lot of business. So it's a quite old company. It's not a new company, right?
Okay.
But what the initial business they were doing before this COVID, let's suppose you have the offices, right? So we have the two products. One is the one product is the firewall, and another is the proxy. This is the one product. This is the another product. You know why we use the firewall and why we use the proxy? Any definition you know that?
Firewall is for protection of inbound and outbound
Mm-hmm.
um, traffic.
Okay. And what about the proxy?
This is for web traffic.
Web traffic. That's a very nice answer. So firewall is going to protect your inbound and outbound traffic, including the any type of traffic. It's a web and non-web. It can do that. It's not like only proxy can do that. If you want to protect the web traffic, application, URL, that all possible. At the same time, proxy is more about to just web traffic. In short, if you want to understand. So Zscaler was just initially a proxy solution. Means they are going to say, hey, don't purchase the blue code proxy. Like this is the hardware, right? We have the
Yes.
Symantec proxy, Cisco proxy. So they are going to say, right, hey, if you have this branch, this is my branch location, branch one. You have the router here, right? And you also have some firewall here. For internal traffic, you can use the firewall for the any kind of the traffic filtering. Okay. But in case you want to go on the internet, like web, what internet? Google.com. You want to go yahoo.com. You want to do any xyz.com. I would request just send traffic to the GIA cloud. We'll discuss Zscaler internet access. So you have to build the tunnel from here to here. And based on that GIA, they are going to make connectivity to any kind of the internet provider. So your all web traffic is start going this particular tunnels. So you're going to reach that, and they are going to perform the checks. So you don't have to purchase any additional proxy, right? So this was the old design before COVID, and it was quite popular. So people are not purchasing the blue code proxy. They have the firewalls, but they're building a tunnels. Even from the firewall, they're making tunnel with the my GIA node, and further they are just doing the web inspection, traffic, URL filtering, everything they were doing. That was working fine. But during COVID, they realized this is not. They were working on the product, but they realized this is the right time to just market our project, our product, and get the more and more client, more and more business. So we'll have the more visibility on it. So they start like promoting their GIA and GPA product. So GIA was earlier for the web, but they added lot of new features. Not only web traffic, they added the non-web traffic. Okay. So GIA start handling. Let me clear here. So GIA is basically Zscaler internet access. Initially, it was only for the HTTP or HTTPS. This work on the port 80 and 443, and this is only for the web traffic. But they also add non-web traffic. What are the non-web traffic? Can you give me any example?
Like Telnet.
Like Telnet, SSH, DNS, right?
Yes.
FTP, 23, 22, 53.
Mm.
And what is the port? 22 for FTP, 23.
22. Is it
Okay.
22 years?
Yeah. So we have the different traffic that is a non-web traffic. So it will start working on that also. So this was the enhancement they have done in their product. So firewall also doing the same thing. GIA also doing the same thing. That means they start challenging the firewall vendor. Hey, firewall, no need your service. Then firewall vendor start evaluating. Hey, Zscaler is just changing the game in the market. Means customer thinking if my non-web is there, my web is there, then why I need a firewall? I can send every traffic to my Zscaler and they will take care. They not stopped here. They also integrate the firewalls module. Let me show you. They not stop only here. They also integrate the firewall module. And you see here, if you go here, they integrate the URL category, URL filtering, and also they integrate the see here firewall
Firewall.
that can do the your DNS control, firewall control. You can create the policies, FTP control, IPS control, IDS control. Everything is there. So why you need a firewall? So we have to understand what firewall can do, what Zscaler can do, and which is the best and why it's the best. But till now, I hope you understand the story, how it's started and what is they doing right now.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
right now,
So
if hmm,
why? Yeah, because like in my company, they use the Zscaler just for web traffic. If Zscaler can perform the firewall um filtering, why can't we just use um Zscaler for that? Because we have Zscaler. at Palo Alto?
Yeah, that's a good
Why
question.
can't we why can't we just use Zscaler if Zscaler can do the job for Palo Alto?
Yes, that's the market, right?
Okay.
So right now, let's suppose your Palo Alto firewall versus Zscaler GIA, right? If I talk about the advanced feature, they can do the layer 3 filtering, right? That is based on the IP.
Okay.
4 based on the port. Layer 7 based on the applications. They can do the URL filtering, right? They can do the
Okay.
content filtering. Agree? They can do the advanced threat preventions, right? They can do any kind of the vulnerability filtering. They can do the DNS control. They can do any IDS, IPS feature as well. Means these are the key feature of the Palo Alto firewall. You agree?
Yeah.
But if I talk about the Zscaler also, it can also do the L3 filtering. Means based on the IP. L4 based on the port. L7 URL, content, ATP, vulnerability, DNS, like we have the IDS IPS also. So what is difference between this
What?
and this?
Yeah, what's the difference? Yeah.
Yes, that's we have to understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Major difference if you're going to purchase the only Palo Alto firewall, the cost is going to be very high here. That's the one thing. This
Okay.
cost is always going to be low. And that's why customers start shrinking their business from the Palo Alto to the Zscaler. Why I paid a lot of cost if I have to similar kind of features there. Second thing, if you're purchasing the Palo Alto firewall, you have to host in your data center. Make sense? You have to host in your
Yeah.
cloud. For that, you have to data center, you have to pay rent. You have to provide the air conditions. You have to purchase the hardware. So you have to deploy the engineers who manage the firewall. But here, no DC, no cloud. You don't have to do any management. It's everything taken care by whom? Zscaler. That's your understanding. What is happening here right now? Why the customer is accepting? So
Yeah.
the moment Zscaler introduced their GIA product, that was the completely challenging for the vendors like Palo Alto, FortiGate, and they are in shock, like what is happening in the market, right? And customers start going on this Zscaler, and that's why it's become very popular in the market. And that's why you are here to learn. Your company is also adopting Zscaler, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So this is the only region it's giving the best feature, almost same feature with the lower cost and better simplified solutions. You don't have a lot of complexity. You just send the traffic, I'll take care of everything. Means let's think about you have to going to purchase one house that is going to cost almost take an example 50,000 USD. I'm not sure how much house cost in the USA, but I'm taking the example. How much cost normal 2 BHK house in the USA, by the way, Jude?
From 400 to 1 million
Oh, 400 to 1 million, right?
to get a house, right?
Yeah, house. Just 2 BHK.
Yes.
So just think about you're going to invest almost 400 to 1 million for the one house, and they're going for the lifetime. And one is offering the subscription based house, and that is a completely luxury house, and you have to pay little rent for that. You don't have to invest your money. Just keep your money in the bank, and based on the what interest is coming, you have to pay that interest to that particular home, and you are going to enjoy that house. So which one you're going to prefer? That one, second one, right? You don't have to
Yeah.
invest your money, and whatever the interest you are getting, sitting in the money in the bank, based on that interest, you're paying the rent, and you're enjoying your luxury life. So why you're going to purchase the house? Same is here. Zscaler is quite popular, and Zscaler start targeting the market. That's why Palo Alto and other vendors also fine-tuned their business model still, but they are very high note. But they introduce their SASE solution similar to the Zscaler, means Prisma Access, so they can retain their customers.
Mm,
Got it? So similar solution Palo Alto also bring in their market to just retain their customer. But which condition firewall is going to be still best and which condition GIA is going to be best? We have to also understand, right? They have the almost same feature, but why I should purchase the firewall, why I should purchase the Zscaler. That also we have to understand. Clear?
Yes, yes.
There is two scenario. Let's suppose you have their own data center. Still many company using data center. You have their own private cloud. And this private cloud have lot of devices. Data center also have lot of devices. So lot of internal users are talking to each other. Your data center devices, you want to give the like access. So just to filter the traffic between the data center, what need to be allowed? DMZ zone is there, some trust zone is there, some server are there, some customer facing devices are there. You can use the firewalls. They are going to make the connectivity and they are going to take care all filtering whatever happening. In same with the private cloud, lot of customer are there using the services. So you can restrict the services with the firewall. That's the best way to do that. But anything you're going on the internet, like you're going for the any web traffic, any kind of cloud traffic, any kind of SaaS applications, right? That GIA is most affordable for you. You just have to purchase one router, and on top that router is going to make a tunnel with a GIA gen, and based on that, your traffic is going to forward from your location to the any web traffic, cloud, and SAP. But let's suppose this is from data center, then probably you can include your firewall and they can do the all function. Even you don't want to use the firewalls and still you want to restrict that, still it's possible. I'm not showing, I'm not saying that it's firewall is mandatory. No, it's not like that. Even you can do with the help of the GPA solution. It's a possible. We can do that. So GPA and GIA both have the almost same features, right? Means what
Okay.
any firewall
Yep.
VPN can do that. But it's totally depend your use cases, your company, you want to share your infrastructure with the cloud provider or not. Some company like financial institution, government institutions, right? They
Yep.
don't want to share infra to the any third party vendors, right? If that is the
Yes.
situation, you have to always use the firewall because firewall is belong to your company. Make sense? But
Exactly.
in GIA, you always have to send your share the data to the third party vendor. Again, Zscaler is a vendor, right? They are
Yep.
receiving your data. They can understand your data, what sending, what receiving. So let's suppose in US we have some kind of the agency that is just monitoring the any kind of the terrorist activity, right? Defense agency, central police, whatever they have. They must have their own database and one on infrastructure. So they cannot go on the cloud-based solutions. But I'm the normal FMCG customer. I'm selling the mobiles. I'm purchasing the like any kind of the export import businesses. I'm doing that. I don't have any problems, right? I'm just accessing the emails. I can just use the GIS solution, right?
Yes. So if there's a failure now with the Zscaler, how is the company gonna survive? Just being
Means
curious.
failure means what failure?
Like, let's say there's a fault or there's a problem with the platform with the Zscaler ZIA,
Mhm. So
where
they have the very like redundant.
yes, let's say client you try to log in and you're unable to log in with Zscaler, how are you
Hmm.
gonna do?
So they almost having 150 plus data center across the globe, right? Let me show you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Really, really. So they have the very good. So they have the almost 150 plus data center across the globe. So every country you are going to find a lot of data centers. So you can see almost everywhere they have data centers. This is the data center, premium data center, multiple data centers. You can see. So this country, New York, you can see a lot of data centers. Chicago they have, Toronto they have more. So you can just go here.
Okay.
See, this is the transaction process per second. You can think billions of transactions they are processing, policy enforcing process. This is live happening. You can see this is a live,
Wow.
it's happening on the Zscaler. Daily peak, daily how many peak, how many billions of the packet? 493 billions last day they process data. Last month they processed the data 8.8 trillions. Last year 1.19 trillion packet they process. And this is something live.
Trillion.
A trillion packet, okay, see? So you can
Wow.
think about how customer base they have. The data they processing almost insane. Insane, I can say. Right?
Yeah.
So if you go here, see, this is the Zscaler. Let me go in the GIA. So I can just go, let's have a JS Cloud because we are logging in the JS Cloud. See, this is the portal JS Cloud. So I just go in the JS Cloud. And here you see, this is the current data center based on the region. You want to find the any region. Let's suppose you want to find the EMEA region, America region, right? APAC region, every country. So if you go in the America region, you have the this
Atlanta 2, Atlanta
Atlanta,
3.
Atlanta 2, 3. Which region you are? Bogota,
I'm
Boston,
in Minnesota. I will likely use Chicago. Yeah, because
Chicago.
Chicago is
See,
closer
Chicago
to me.
also
Yeah.
see how many data center, multiple cluster they have. So if one
Yeah.
is going to fail, another is going to take a role. If third is going to fail, fourth is going to take a role. So they have the very good redundancy. And they have the multiple cloud. This is the one cloud I'm showing right now, JS Cloud. Similarly, we'll talk what is
Okay.
the one, two, three. They have a lot of clouds as well. Government, they have the special cloud. They also find out the solution for the government solutions, right? Means
Yeah.
government data is going to be government only. No going to be sharing, right? So
Wow.
they have a lot of thing. They have a lot of information. So we'll learn step by step how it is going to happen. So in short, if I just explain what is Zscaler, because we started the questions from here. So Zscaler is a cloud-based security platform. You don't have to own it. You have to take on the rent as a SaaS services, right? That's provide you secure communication for the internet access. That is your web. Along with they also provide the access securely for the private applications. Means it's solving your all problem. Anything you're going on the internet, any port, any protocol, anything, that's Zscaler is capable to give the security. Anything you're accessing the private internal application, that's also Zscaler is capable to provide the security. The most important, from any device and from anywhere. So what is the definition of Zscaler? From anywhere, from any devices, any applications, internal, external. That's internet or private. Zscaler is going to provide the full security. Means your transitions is going to be secure. Your laptop is going to be secure. Your app is going to be secure. Whatever data you are accessing, that is going to be secure. But you don't have to purchase the firewall. And they work on the concept that is known as the ZTE. ZT stand for Zero Trust
Exchange.
Change. What does it mean Zero Trust Exchange? Any idea?
Zero trust exchange.
Yes. What does it mean Zero Trust Exchange?
Mhm. From the word zero trust. You don't trust it.
Yes.
Uh,
Zero Trust means never trust.
yeah, from the word zero trust. You don't trust.
And second is always verify the identity.
Okay.
So take an example, you taking the class, right?
Yeah.
And I'm the instructor. And I say we have the zero trust policy between you and me. We know, like you
Okay.
talking in the WhatsApp, right? I know you are Jude, you know myself is a Vishal. But being a
Yeah.
instructor, I will always go when in the class. Let's suppose going to give the one of the course code for you. 2989 68. So when I start the class, I will always ask a code to you. Or might be every day you're going to get new code on your email address. So you have to always give your code informations, right? You have
Yes.
to always come on the camera and show your faces. You are the only Jude or someone else is learning this session, right?
Yes.
This is 0 day means every time. I know your voice is matching, you are the only person, tone matching, but I'm not going to trust you. I will say, hey Jude, come on the camera, show your face. Hey Jude, just share your code. If you are going to say, then I'm going to teach. If not, I'm not going to teach. This is the zero trust.
Zero trust. Okay.
Means never trust to anyone. You know, this is my internal land traffic. You know, this is my user coming from the corporate infrastructure. But still, I'll check the policy and I'll verify the identity. I will not going to allow any communication. Take an example. This is a switch, right? There is one PC. This is another PC. Let's suppose I configure the IP address 10.10. Here I configure 10.10.10.11. Both are the same subnet. Let's suppose the VLAN. And I configure this put in the same access port. Will they going to communicate or not?
They will communicate.
Communicate, right?
Yes.
Because they're same subnet and this is a layer 2 switch, right? They're going to allow the communication.
Yes.
But if I replace this switch with the Zscaler, the why switch allow the communication? Because they think in the same broadcast domain, same LAN, so they just say, okay, you can talk to each other. But I implement the Zscaler here, even they are the same subnet, they will not talk by default until or until their policy is going to verify.
Mm.
Their identity is going to verify. They are not going to talk. So this avoid implicit connectivity problem that is going to be by default allow. This is the zero trust. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Right? So let's
Yes.
talk a simple analogy for this, what we discussed right now. So in short, think a Zscaler is a security guard working for the one company, right? And that responsibility, the guard sitting in the company, whosoever coming in and coming out, they will always going to check. Means they are going to inspect you before you entering in the building and before you exit from building. So that's how Zscaler is going to act. So just a security personnel, security guard. Just think about in the airport, somebody checking you before you coming and you when you going out. So that's how this is the Zscaler has become very much popular nowadays. So now we understand why Zscaler.
Yes. Perfect.
Now let's understand what is the Zscaler business is. So they are replacing the traditional VP, like they are just giving the challenge for the traditional firewalls that we discuss right now. They are also challenging for the VPNs. These two solutions are about to dead based on the on-premise network that always going to require. But when we go for the cloud-based solution, remote access solutions, they have the slow problems. Means they have the not the scalability. They have the lot of complexity. So to avoid that in cloud problem, remote access problem, Zscaler come with the solution. They are going to like give you the very fast connectivity. That is the first thing. Then they are going to offer the secure connectivity. And third thing, they are going to be reliable connectivity. So all three are going to be there. Fastest means you can easily connect very fast way to any application from anywhere. Securely, they are going to end-to-end secure. Reliable, they have the lot of data center. So you don't have to worry about that anything. If any link is failure, like we ask that, and how my traffic is going to happen. It is going to shift to the another data center. So what benefits they are going to give you? So if I talk about the benefits of the Zscaler, the major benefits, they are going to reduce your link cost. Means you don't have to worry about the MPLS circuit. So MPLS cost is going to be reduced because you can shift all traffic on public internet. And over public internet, they can securely travel all the traffic. Make sense? So your MPLS
Yeah.
cost is going to be reduced. Second, they are going to improve user experience. Means you don't have to worry about the slowness and all. Third thing, they are going to enforce security policies in the cloud. Make sense? Because you don't have to create any firewall locally. So that's security policy. And the fourth major option we have, that's it is going to enable you to work
Flexible. Work from home or
securely
in the
from
office.
anywhere.
Wow.
Means you can work, right? Clear?
Yes.
So this is what about the Zscaler benefits and problems. Means problem we understand traditional proxy, cloud, security, that all having. Shall I move next about the core product of Zscaler? Any question till here you have?
So with the using the VPN and the traditional firewall, it was very slow.
Not very slow. It's not like that.
You could
But let's
you
suppose
could
if
either work everywhere using the VPN, right?
yes, it's absolutely fine. It's going to be faster. It's not like very slow. But why is
Okay.
slow? Because VPNs are dependent on the firewalls, right? Let's suppose your
Yes.
firewall performance is getting down. Your firewall backplane is getting down. You cannot replace firewall overnight, right?
Yes.
Think about it. So it's going to slow down your process. But in Zscaler, if you having any dedicated circuits available for you, or might be dedicated solution you have taken for them, they are very dynamic to increase the hardware performance, reduce the hardware performance based on your requirement, right? So you don't have to be. Second thing, if you have the thousands of tunnel on the thousands of VPNs going to be terminated on the one box. Might be box is not capable to support thousands of VPNs. So you have to upgrade the boxes, right? Today you have the 5,000 employee and you install a firewalls which have the 6,000 VPN supportability. You think that's fine, but tomorrow you have the 2,000 more employee. Then that firewall is going to be out of business. They are not going to support the VPNs. You have to again reinstall the firewalls. Again, it requires the cost. So that's the problem is going to be happen in the VPNs. You have to always do the configurations, troubleshooting. So any problem, it's going to slow down the user experience because if the VPN is down, user cannot process and you require a lot of time to troubleshoot. That's the meaning of the slowdown of the process. Make sense?
Okay. That is the improved user experience with regards to Zscaler, right?
Right, right.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Any other questions, Judah, you have? Or shall I move next?
Okay. That's it. So the most important thing, this is a cloud-based security company that provides security, both internet, private security for internet and private application for any device and anywhere, and
Right.
also provide a zero trust exchange, and then also enable us for a fast, that like very fast and enable work from anywhere,
Hmm.
and also improve user experience.
Right,
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's just what I just summarized from what you explained, which is very important.
Yeah, that's very important. Very important. So what is the core product of the Zscaler? So only they have few core products, right? So right now you can see we have the GIA, GPA, and that's the very core products we have. Some other products also they are going to use for these two solutions. But why GPA and why GIA? We have to understand that also, right?
Okay.
So GIA is basically it's acting as a SIG. What is SIG? You know that?
Acted at SIG,
Yes.
SIG,
Yes, SIG, secure
internet what?
gateway.
Oh, gateway. Okay.
So you're going to always find the SIG, right? So GIA is a SIG, secure internet gateway. Let's suppose this is my branch location. There are users sitting in the branch. They connected to a switch. There is one router. We'll talk what is Zen, right? And here is my google.com. So SIG is secure web gateway, means you not have to direct send traffic from router to the Google, but you have to send a traffic first. You have to make a tunnels. We'll talk how GR tunnel is going to build, how IPsec tunnel is going to build. You have to make a tunnel. Like you might
Okay.
go with the GRE tunnel, you might go with the IPsec tunnel. So your traffic is going send out from the user to the just Jane, and further Jane is going to responsible to make a connect with the internet. So whatever traffic going in and going out, they are going to process by the Zscaler and they'll filter that. What should be
Okay.
allowed? What should be denied? So this is acting as a SIG, secure internet gateway for all your traffic. And that's replace your traditional proxy, scan your all kind of the filter which is going to in or out, and what action they are going to do that. Here, you can achieve the URL filtering. Any URL we want to filter, that is possible. You can do the SSL inspections. We'll talk about what is SSL inspection. We can do the DNS control, right? You can do the CASB solutions. Might be you don't know what is a CASB solution. That is known as a cloud access security brokers. We'll discuss about that also.
Okay.
We can do the DLP. There is a data loss prevention, and most important, they support ATP, advanced threat preventions, where you can provide the antivirus solutions. You can provide the vulnerability, malwares, sandboxing features. So a lot of things you can do that. So this is a core product where we have to focus a lot, and this is the dashboard of the GIA core.
Okay.
And we have to understand each and everything, which section, what we are going to do that, right?
Yep.
So I will explain each and everything, what is happening, why it is happening, right? You can see the graph. There is not no traffic, but you can see the graphs here happening. A lot of traffic is here last 7 days. Now we have the another product that's also very core for that. So this is a SIG for any external connectivity you want to do from the company to out. Clear? So like clear this diagram.
Yes, clear.
Okay. Now we have the another product that is known as the GPA. This is known as the Zscaler private access. So this is the replacement of the VPN. This product is replacement of VPN. What is a VPN? Like we have the Cisco AnyConnect, as you mentioned, we have the global product and the 40 clients. They are the VPNs, right? So you don't have to use any VPN. You have to install the GPA apps in your laptop. Let me show you. So if you go here, this is my GPA app. Let me open it. Means not a GPA. This is a Zscaler client connector app. Based on that, you can make the connectivity, not a GPA, but you have to enable the GPA. We'll see how it is going to be enabled. Based on that, you can just make the connectivity, and you can make the communication between the whatever your internal application. But this GCC client connector must be enabled. So you have to understand what is a GCC client connector and how it is going to be logged in. So this is the one product also you have to. So it's a replacement of the VPNs. It's going to give the access not like just IP or subnet. It is going to give access based on the users app level. Means any application level you want to give the access. I give you the example. Switch is going to give access to my uh, VLANs based on the subnet network level, right? They have the not control on the application level of the access. So if I want to do that, I can use the firewalls. That's again going to add a lot of complexity there in network. But if I am using the GPA, I can give the access based on the IPs if I want, based on the app I want, based on the URL I want, any domain I want, that all possible. No need to expose our any internal application to the internet to access them. Means any internal infrastructure I want to access, I just have to connect my GPA. They will forward traffic in my internal infrastructure. We don't have to go on the internet for the any accessibility. This is the great for the remote access. If you want to working from the anywhere, work from the anywhere, and you want to work from the any kind of office locations, it's also possible. Most important, any third party connectivity, you want to do that. That is also possible. We can do the GPA. And thank you so much once again. So this is
Okay.
about the GPA. So this is the private access. One is the internet access. So I hope you
So
get some
these are the two products. These are the two products of Zscaler, the ZIA and the ZPA.
right, GIA and GPA.
So the ZIA is specifically for Ethernet communicating.
So 99% case you are going to find GIA everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, because the ZIA, the Zscaler I have here, when I log in, I see ZIA at the top. Yeah.
So GIA, because most of the company not opting the GPA, but GIA is just for the cloud solutions, right?
Okay.
There are different
Okay.
solutions for the VPNs that can be integrated, but GIA is mandatory. So we'll cover GIA first, then we'll talk with GPA. One more
Okay.
product is there. The third product is there. That's also very important.
That product.
JDX, Zscaler Digital Experience. These are third products. So this Zscaler Digital Experience is just about the monitoring tool, right? This is the monitoring tool. Means if you just want to monitor any applications, any transition for your network, right? That is going to give you the like performance matrix in terms of the monitoring. You have the tool, what is happening, why it is happening. You want to troubleshoot, you want to trace, ping. That's all is going to be there. So it is going to help IT teams, network team like you and me engineers to monitor, troubleshoot end user experience across the cloud app. Like anyone using the Office 365, anyone using the Zoom's application, Salesforce application, any network applications, any Wi-Fi connections, everything you want to monitor by sitting in the single dashboard. So they have a different dashboard. Probably I don't have the JDX dashboard, but let me show you how it is going to look like. I'll explain about that, but this is going to give similar this kind of the monitoring. You see, hope you can see that what is happening, where the latency, where is the problem, where is the packet drop. So if you want to get the visibility from the user machine to the any website, see this is the user connecting a private network. What is my gateway? What is my egress router interface? Then what is my GIA latency? Then what is my actual Salesforce application detail? So these all we are
Okay.
going to get on this dashboard. You can see this is dashboard of JDX. So I'll try to arrange the JDX dashboard also. Based on that JDX, you can understand what is happening across the industry about your any communications. Clear, Jude? Makes sense to you? Now you understand.
Yes.
So these are the three products only we have to understand and learn. So I hope
Yes.
start very great today, right? Tomorrow, just adjust what timing I mentioned that 9:45 your time, okay?
Okay.
So I will try early if I'll be free 9:30. I have to go to school to leave my kids, okay? If I back early, I will start by there. And also we'll try to explore your evening time as well. I'll message you when I'm free. So we'll try to complete like very friendly manner, very like comfortable manner, okay? So you don't feel
Yes.
stressed. We have the very luxury time to learn, enjoy, and something do better for the industry. Make
Perfect.
sense?
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's connect tomorrow again, 9:45, okay? Your time. I will continue from here. Thank you so much, Julia. Have a great evening. and
Thank you
enjoy.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank you.
bye. Bye
You
bye.
have a great day.
Thank you, Jyoti. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
All right, Jude. Welcome to the GUINET family, and we are officially starting one-to-one Zscaler training. Right? How do you know about the GUINET? I would like to know about you. How you know about
Um,
us?
well, my company said I should start learning Zscaler. I searched online on YouTube. I typed
Mm-hmm.
Zscaler on YouTube. I saw this training on YouTube. I started following it up. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. I went to the website. I saw that there are classes there. So I'm like, okay, let me just contact you guys.
Oh,
It was through web search.
great, great.
Yeah.
So, did you watch the YouTube videos which is available on the YouTube?